it's time to continue that show that may actually never stop anytime soon. What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Haywood here from Making Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC, welcoming you to yet another episode of Good Times with Retro Rich and Fun for Five. That's right. Do not adjust your dials when looking at the episode number. The episode number is still 300, but with a letter. This is 300B for Berzerk. That's right. Yeah, during the live stream where we're going to try to do some like live video stuff where we're playing games and like that kind of thing, it just never worked out. So we're going to have episode number 300B for Berzerk and then episode number 300, and I'm just going to do it G for Golden Axe Warrior. That's going to be probably tomorrow. I'll probably shoot that tonight. We are here on Monday, the 20th. Happy spring to people. Happy Stern to Atari fans. Lots of news dropping. Gen X Grown Up and Ballistic Coffee Boy and DJC Game Studios have already done fantastic news and breaking things as far as those news goes. So please, Gen X Grown Up on YouTube, you can search him. He's a huge channel. Ballistic Coffee Boy is one of our friends here in the channel. He'll be down below. His links will be down below to his channel. So go ahead and hit that. And of course, DJC has been a longtime friend of the channel. His links are also down below. Go to all those channels, give them likes, give them subs, give them all that kind of stuff, and read and watch and enjoy the news that not just one or two, but 12. That's two of these and two games from Stern Electronics are now in the hands of Atari, where they can steward and do all sorts of cool stuff and hopefully recharge everything out of all of these games. Most importantly, though, you got to do Berzerk first, which is what we're talking about today in today's Fun for Five. It is Berzerk 2600 on the Atari VCS. Yes, it had hit in the store on Friday. We were talking about it, and I never got to play it with you guys. I'm playing it right now. Berzerk is a multi-directional shooter that places the player in a series of top-down maze-like rooms containing armed robots. It's really all you need to know. It's for everyone. It was $2.99 when it dropped. It's still $2.99 now. Compatible with the classic joystick and the an Xbox controller or the modern controller. I'm actually using this Power A Xbox controller because it's literally the same thing as the modern controller, but my modern controller, somehow the left stick still has float on the one that I got downstairs, so I'm just going to use this one, hopefully do a lot better. So it's time to hit the buttons and let's go. Here we are in the box, and there it is, 1982 Atari. Fantastic game, one of my favorite games on Atari 2600 of all time is Berzerk. Gonna play. This is going to be an unusual Fun for Five because not only do I know how to play this game, not only do I love this game, but this definitely feels a lot better without the floaty stick. But it's just so good. It's just so good. I'm so glad to be playing this on a system. It doesn't even matter what it is. It could be on the I ran into the wall. I should be paying attention. It could be playing on a toaster oven. I don't care. I mean, it just give me this game all day long, and I will play it all day long. I love this game. This is one of those things where it's like, oh, Rich, it's a Fun for Five. Like, you should play it for 5 minutes and kind of like give your impressions about the game, as if you were playing it for the first time, and then maybe like give us like, is the fun found? Is this like a yeah, but what are you really feeling about this? You know what? No, not on this one. It is quite literally one of my favorite games of all time, period, done, end of story. Not even just like, it's my favorite, one of my favorite like Atari games. No, this is one of my favorite games all time, like straight up all time. And this is why. Okay, so it does seem like pretty simple, right? You've got a maze, you've got robots, they're shooting at you, and that kind of thing, right? Just think about this though, right? Real quick, just think about this. You've got AI, right? They're thinking about like not moving in a specific pattern. They're not necessarily doing anything. They're just out to get you, right? So you've got to use everything at your disposal. You've got to use the maze-like walls that will kill you if you touch them. You've got to use your wits to make sure that you're getting in and out of the crossfire of these robots. You can use the crossfire of the robots to kill other robots. You can use the walls to make them run into the walls and kill themselves. It's just crazy how much awesome work was put into like this game. If I could meet anyone that was like a creator of games like back in the day, the designer of this game would be one of those ones on the list. And be like, how did you think up of all this stuff? Like from, going all the way back to 1982, right? There's a lot of like pretty sophisticated AI in this game that is like, that legitimately is working. Now, some of it is simple, right? Now, obviously, like, if you were these really like super killer robots, would they be really just like, ending themselves on walls consistently? No, right? But if you think about it too, this is the 80s, right? So like robots, weren't supposed to be like so sophisticated that they were going to be, just, oh man. They weren't supposed to be just like, oh, well, the ultimate end all be all, thinking about literally everything. Not like a Terminator, right? A T-800. Even those can be somewhat outsmarted. But man, just everything about this game, in my opinion, informs everything about some other games that you know and love, right? There are elements of this. Oh, I just got nailed. There are elements of this that make me feel like I'm playing, like Call of Duty before Call of Duty. Like that make me feel like I'm playing this, like like a maze running first-person shooter kind of thing. Like it. There are all sorts of like things that are just, oh man, this game is just so nuts. And still to this day, like as I'm playing it, I'm just marveled. Like think about like, all right, so you've got all this stuff going on, right? How big is this game? Like legitimately, how big is this game? Not very big. Like this is what, I don't know, like a couple. I forget how many kilobytes is in a cart. Kilobits. There's like tens of kilobits or lower that's in this programming. And you've got like, your little guy and your 36 little like pixel robots, like if that even could be considered a pixel. Like, I mean, oh man, I'm just getting annihilated here. But it's just so fun. It's just so fun. Come on, get him. Oh no. No. Oh no. Ah. Oh, that was it. It was 6,200. Not a bad run for talking through it and all that kind of stuff. I like the better sticks. Let's go to the wrap up because we have to do this. We have to do this thing. So Berzerk 2600. You just heard 10 minutes or so of me with these lips just pressed firmly up against the cartridge, pretty much. Like so what do you think? Did we find the fun? Like not only did we find the fun, like come on guys, let's be real here. This game is just certified good times. It just is. It is, again, one of my favorite. I'm not even having any qualifiers. This is one of my favorite games of all time. Of all time. So if you want to know like where does Rich's like gaming pedigree, or like what is his gaming taste? What is his gaming palette? This game is on the tip of that that tongue of the palate. Like it's just, I love it. And to be able to then now play it. Now, I've got a Retron 77. I'm staring at a cartridge right now. As another one just fell on my face. I'm staring at a cartridge in my face right now. I've got probably 3 copies of this game in my house. You know, more on that later. But at least this one is in front of my face at all times. It just stares at me. Why is it on the shelf? Why is it on the shelf staring at me? Because it's one of my favorite games of all time. That's why. It's just so good. Everything about this game is just so cool. You know, and if you really wanted like bare knuckle it, you can. You want to just have a casual, just, you know, quick 5-minute pick up and play session, you can. It's just it's so good. And if they don't, Atari, if you're watching this, if you do not recharge this game now that you have taken ownership of the IP, incorrect. You have done it wrong. If you're not considering a recharge, and I know that there's like all the teaser, you know, like I know, you know, in an interview with Wade, and I think somebody else said over Atari, they were like, yeah, of course we're gonna probably recharge these games, and Frenzy and all that kind of stuff, but definitely do Berzerk first, you know, or have it be the 4th in the next wave, right? Because he ended with Yars that one time. We had Caverns. Actually, Caverns was in the mix with the other ones. I think you let off with Yars. So I mean, if you do that, that's fine. You know, like just do that. Just do that. You know, make sure that we got these games in the pipeline, and if you're gonna give it to Adam Vision Sneaky Box, fine. If you got another studio in mind, fine. Just get this game recharged and get it out there. Because I mean, come on, I'm all about it. All about it. But what do you guys think? What do you guys think down below? Let me know. This was a fun one, you know, and it's, you know, again, it's just me sharing a really awesome game with you guys. You know, what are your stories? Let me know down below in what's your stories? You know, how many hours have you put into Berzerk? Unquestionably, this is, again, in the standard rotation of games that go inside of that old 7800 back in my house. If I transport myself, this cartridge is in that mix. It's that Sequest, Enduro, Pitfall, Chopper Command, the game that just fell at me, Space Invaders, E.T. There it is right there, E.T. And Keystone Capers and some more, right? You know, those are usually, like off the top of my head, those are the ones that I know and I still remember because those are the ones. But Berzerk is always on the top of that list. And Yars, of course. And Asteroids, of course. Duh, whatever. Anyway, Pac-Man. Again, we could keep going. But Berzerk is always on the top of that list. You know, like, oh, again, let me know down below. What do you guys think? I got to stop talking, or I'll start talking about Berzerk for another half hour about how awesome I think it is and all that kind of stuff. But until next time, guys, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'll probably, like I said, record that 300G episode of Good Times with Retro Rich tonight. We'll get that out there hopefully for you tomorrow. If not, I'll record tomorrow for tomorrow. Trying to get that golden axe. Get in there. I'm going to get in to Dungeon 10. And I'm going to grab that golden axe and I'm out. That's the goal. So then I can go back in during Karg on Thursday. Don't forget, 9 a.m.-ish EST, Thursday for Karg, where I go back into Dungeon 10 with the golden axe and finish this thing. Just finish this bad boy. Just get it done. Just get in. I got to do, like, what is it, 20 more rooms there, 19 more rooms or whatever. Get in there, get it done. Done. Let's go. All right. Before I leave, of course, we have to thank the members of the Good Times Club. Thank you, the EverCanadian. Thank you, George Games. Thank you, Crimson Cross. Thank you, Chris Westerman. And thank you, Fan of Fiction, for being a member of the Good Times Club. We do awesome things here. There will be more things before the month ends. I do owe the good members of the Good Times Club not only our monthly meeting, which usually comes at the end of the month anyway, but one of the 3 projects that got voted for, I have to, because it was mandated by the Good Times Club. I have to get that video out to at least them, so they get a little sneak preview too. It's another benefit. They get a little sneak preview of the project, but I have to get that project done. It will be done. I will do something. We'll do one of them, and it'll get done. And then live to you guys, to the rest of the fantastic members of this channel that have hit the subscribe button, you will get a notification about what that video is, and hopefully it'll be fun. So, without any further ado, we will catch you next time for some good times. I'm Rich. We will see you later. Take it easy, guys, and play some of that. Just get Berserk and play it, please.
RTFC.baconicecream.com